But anyway, welcome to the Macho Simplex Radio Net. All you have to do is just go put my call, K4PEW, into the search block for YouTube, and you'll bring up here, and it'll show the analog screen I have for the radio. You can see your signal strength versus other people's signal strength. You can also on YouTube listen to other people's stations that you may not be able to hear on your own station if it's too far away or you've got some kind of issue with your shack. You can also go to 146.415.net for Simplex information. You can go to groups.io and put your call or my call. No, go to groups.io, put MJSS into the search block, and you'll come up with our email system and information on all the nets is there on the front page. You don't have to join, but if you do join, you'll be getting reminders about all the local, some repeater nets, mostly, and some Simplex nets, just the reminders for all the nets and what's going on. Plus, you get it's an opportunity for you to buy, sell, and equipment as well as radio equipment, as well as get technical information if you need some. Our net normally meets at you can send me an email to k4pew@arl.net. The net normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday evening, and we conduct it here on 146.415 FM Simplex, which we've been doing now for 9 years. 9 years in September. I can't believe it's been this long, but it's been 9 years in September. The purpose of the net is to have fun, to test out your equipment, to see how well you can hear and how well you can be heard. You can see, like I said, you can see it here on the screen, because you'll hopefully, and we get people. The reason it's a neat service is because we get people from all four corners of the Middle Tennessee to check in, so you can check and see how you're doing, hearing all of them. Let's see. Yeah, that's the purpose of it. Have fun. Invite everyone to pronounce amateur radio events. And tonight we have 3 nets. We've got the 2-meter net, followed by the 10-meter net on 28.415, followed by 223.415 FM. And also Sunday night, don't forget Sunday. Of course, we have the similar nets on Saturday, so some of you guys know what that is. Of course, most of you do. On Sunday night, there's another 10-meter net at 7:30 p.m. At 7:30, it's on the same frequency, 28.415, handled by Michael KM4YRF. And be there, 7:30 p.m. on Sunday. If you can, if family comes first, always remember that. All right, do we have any other announcements? Field day, of course, is this weekend, too. No other announcements? Just want to make sure I'm on the right frequency.
You're good.
Yeah, I thought so. Didn't hear anybody. It's all good. Let's see what I was going to say. That's it. That's really all I have. We're starting tonight from the north. We'll be taking check-ins from first, though, from Short on Time and Mobile. Please come in. That was a good round of nothing. Nobody mobile or short on time. Trying to check my speaker connection, make sure I can hear everybody. Hold on, I'm not getting anything here. Hold on 1 second, please. Okay, now we're all set. Okay, nobody mobile or short on time? All right, then we'll be starting from the north. Please come in.
KB9RKK.
That was a double in there, but KB9RKK. Frank checked in first. How you doing, Frank?
Doing good there, Paul. Lots of rain this week.
Yeah, it's all good. It's good for the lawn. It's good for lawn services, I guess.
We needed it.
Well, we always need it. Always. There's never a time you don't need it unless you have way, way, way too much.
Yeah, no, it is. I was looking at the grass going, oh, man. Well, today was supposed to be it's the longest daylight, but, it was all mostly cloudy.
What's the forecast for tomorrow? Do you know?
Some rain in the morning, going away more in the afternoon, and then Friday is going to be almost, possibly no rain, just maybe a little bit, and then Saturday 90.
Wow. Well, at least we don't have the scorching temperatures they have farther west.
Oh yeah, no, tomorrow it's only going to be in the 70s for the high, so that'll be nice. The only thing bad about tomorrow is I got to go to the oral surgeon, so that's going to hurt twice. It's going to hurt when they do the work and hurt when they give me the bill.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, but we all face those dental crises, I guess. Anyway, anything else for the net, Frank?
Negative. Thanks for doing it. Just glad I was able to get in there. Turn it back over to you. KB9 RKK.
Yeah, very good. That was Frank in Northwest Mount Juliet. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo, Kilo. Who else was north?
WV0 and OO.
Hey, how you doing, Mark?
Doing well. Don't really have anything for the net. Just thought about getting in early, and then I heard it was starting with north, so I didn't do it.
All right, now you can go back to sleep.
You got it. Have a good net.
Very good. That was Mark in Northwest Wilson County. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar. Who else is north?
Golf.
Oh, now we have two in there, but West one out. West, how you doing?
Doing good. Just north here of Town. Frank's real strong. I don't know if he's still listening, but he's got a good path up here. If anybody, Frank, I don't know if you've got 6 meters FM, but I've got it. I like to try it out here in the Jeep. So I'm actually mobile. I'm sitting here in the driveway. I came out here. And I'm interested to see who I could hear with this antenna mounted higher on the Jeep. KE4TW.
Yeah, very good. You're going to get spoiled once you get that tower up with something big on the top of it.
Yeah, but I've got the common GP9 that I kind of want, but you're going to get chipped in, but we'll see.
Oh, I get it. Anything else for the net, West?
No, I'm just here to KE4TW.
Very good. That's West, just north of Possum Town. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey Indy. Who was that the station ending in golf? Please come down.
Kilo Quebec 4 Foxtrot Echo Golf, Kevin and Beth Page.
Hey, Kevin. How are you doing?
I have the next 5 days off. It's still day weekend, and I got a new antenna yesterday, so things are looking pretty good.
Which antenna did you get? I take it was an HF antenna?
Yeah, it was my antenna is 80 to 10, 250 watts.
Is that the dipole?
No, it's infed halfway, 130 foot.
Oh yeah, yeah. They work pretty good. I'll tell you, I've got one as well. I don't have my antenna. I had one I built, and I should have bought one. It was a lot more work when you have to build it yourself.
Well, the wire looks pretty nice. I saw one. We had a practice field day a couple of weekends ago, and I saw one that was the 1K, and I liked the wire. And then it was recommended by a guy that's helped me out quite a bit. So he twisted my arm, I guess, and I bought one. So.
Yeah, I get it. Well, I went to the trouble, for better or worse, and built the baling from a design. Put it in my own home. I say homemade, a regular, a waterproof box, and strung the wires, and it's actually end fed, and it goes around my yard 225 feet. So it goes 225, yeah, 225. It makes 3 turns to make this. It works pretty good though.
Yeah, my goal was to build one, something like that, but it's just been a couple of months, and I never got around to it. And what's the worst case scenario? I use this for POTA and put up something longer in the yard. I mean, what's the worst case scenario? I have to buy something else.
Oh yeah, as long as you don't go broke doing it.
I'm doing pretty well. It's been a pretty good year. Nothing like 2022.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I didn't mean that people should go broke or will go broke because that antenna, what was it, 150 maybe?
Yeah, after shipping, the 1K ones I think closer to 200, but I'm just using a 7300. I don't really do a whole lot of like FT8. I did just start playing with JSA call, but just turn it down 30 watts to be all right.
Oh yeah, well, over time, I enjoyed working with lower wattages just because you don't have to have 100 watts. I mean, a lot of times you don't. I mean, lots of time if station can hear you, you don't have to have 100 watts.
Yeah, buddy's letting me borrow one of those US, DX, US, whatever. I don't know. I talked to Texas on 2.5 watts on a Saturday afternoon. To me, that proves a pretty big point to me.
Well, it generally, yeah, we like to brag, so to speak. We go, man, the guy will say, I've had people tell me, this is not recently, but when I was doing a lot of stuff on the air on HF and doing it QRP. You go, oh man, you guys have quite an antenna. Yeah, you're doing great. I'm like, dang, I got a homemade Carolina Wyndham. It's not much, but it's conditions that really drive the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to take that little QRP rig to Ohio Friday before I drive back on Saturday to try to catch some of the weekend activities, and we'll see how I do up there. Maybe do a little POTA Friday afternoon.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. I've had good, well, I think everybody has, but I've had good days on the air, trying to work on the world, and really, really bad days on the air.
Yeah, I don't know anything about digital, and I've been playing with JSA Call, and it's like it's a different beast because it's not really like you call out and expect a lot of returns. It seems more personal. Like you need to know who you want to contact.
Oh, really? I'll have to look that up. I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, I mean it's based off of what FT8 or whatever, but it just seems a little different. You can actually send messages and have them relayed to people that you can't actually hear, but you can see that other people can hear them. I don't know. I'm just playing with it. It's the first digital mode I've ever messed with.
Oh yeah, no, it's all fun. It's all fun as long as you enjoy it. It's fun, and I kind of got burned out on digital modes because I was doing it. Oh man, for 1 year I was doing it every night for several hours, and while it was all good, you just go, okay, I've had enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not looking at hitting a button on a computer and watching the computer do all this work. I don't know. That just doesn't interest me as much.
Oh no, I agree. Plus, I just enjoy talking to people and hearing them directly from wherever they are. Anyway, anything else for the net there, Kevin?
No, I'm good. I appreciate what you do, and KQ4 FEG 73, everybody.
Very good. That's Kevin and Bethpage, Kilo Quebec 4 Foxtrot Echo Golf. Anybody else north?
Victor Charlie Mobile.
November 4 Victor Charlie. How you doing, Al? Just a little bit east of Springfield. Yeah, you're a little rough copy, but I got a full copy on you.
Okay, 5 watts here.
Oh wow, yeah, I worked Pitcairn Island a few years ago. It really shocked me because it just was out of the blue. Happened to be a guy there with the New Zealand government on an engineering mission of some kind, and I just cracked me up. And I even misunderstood him. I go, "Where are you from?" Anyway, yeah, Pitcairn. Alan was just saying you might not have been able to hear him. He's mobile up in up near Springfield, and Pitcairn Island has been open on 10 meters. They got an expedition there, and so it's open on 10 meters in the late afternoon, early evening. So if you want to give that a try on 10 meters, listening for Pitcairn Island expedition. Anyway, very good to have you in there, Alan. That's November 4 Victor Charlie. He's Bethpage, and that's his name is Al. Who else is north or west? Hey, how you doing? That was a long pause there. I was wondering if anybody was there at all. How you doing? Oh, Oh yeah, no, I was just I just presumed you were I was talking to you. You knew I was talking to you because you're the only one that replied. Everything going well today in that soggy day?
Oh yeah, staying out of it. So
Oh yeah, I was working for a couple hours outside. I had all this overgrowth of vines and stuff on my back fence coming from the neighbor's yard. So I spent a couple hours digging. I mean, not digging, but cutting all that crap down. I didn't care if it was a real light rain, so it really didn't matter.
I thought about doing some things, and the more I thought about it, the harder I got, so I just quit.
Oh, I agree. I know in my case, if I think about it too long, I won't do it because I got to get up and just do it. And then I go, okay, that's good. I'm good with it.
Yeah, there are times that does happen, but once I start thinking about it, it normally winds up, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, reminded every time I do this. I didn't make a trip to Lowe's. Then I said, nah, I don't want to go to Lowe's.
Yeah, having to fight the traffic and the crowd and everything else. Take a slow time.
Yeah, very good. Anything else for that, Mike?
Nah. We'll say good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good night.
Very good. That's Mike in Hendersonville. Kilo 4 Victor Alpha. Who else is good signal, by the way? Who else is what, north or west?
Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Kilo Delta.
Hey, how are you tonight? That's my Kilo Delta I'm calling.
Doing well out here at the trailer. Just almost missed the net tonight. I forgot about it.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about it. I have a reminder built into my phone, and it reminded me of 10 minutes of the hour, and it usually takes me about 30 minutes to get properly prepared to make sure everything's all smooth. And I go, uh-oh, forgot all about it.
Well, I had to run out here to this mobile trailer of mine and set up a radio, plug in the cables, plug in the antenna. I started to come back a while ago. I was going to check in, and I grabbed the mic and pulled it out of the radio.
Oh, wow. Whatever. It worked out okay, though. You didn't hurt nothing, did you?
Like I said, the radio was in the box. I had to set everything up real hurriedly, and I didn't get the mic plugged in good. But no, everything's good here. A lot of rain, and looking forward to field day. I hope there'll be a lot of activity on Simplex 2 meters 440 because I don't know how good the HF bands are going to be.
Oh, that's right. We never know, but that's kind of the fun of it, isn't it? Either case, I mean, even in Simplex, I'm amazed at somehow how crappy it is on 2 meters, and how sometimes it's just you're in everybody's driveway.
Yep, that's true. But our club likes to get people involved. We like to get the public come in and talk on the radio, but you got to have somebody to talk to.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So everything else all right, Doug?
Everything here is lovely.
Very good. That was Doug, Kilo Oscar 4 Mike Kilo Delta, and he's in Greenbrier. Who else is west?
KG4 ILB.
Hello, Jack. Everything good?
Man, if it's any better, I'd be twins.
Oh man, you're gonna get that rain's gonna make your garden explode.
It's grown about 2 or 3 inches. I'm not kidding. In the last couple of days.
Oh, I believe it. I was amazed at just the weeds I have in part of my yard. It's like there's nothing, and then the next day they're 5 inches.
Yeah, I want to get out there, but I can't work it. I just think up to my knees in mud.
Yeah, oh, I'll bet. In my case, I was telling you probably heard me earlier. I was working out, pulling some vines. It was amazing how those crazy vines. I don't even know what kind of vines they are. They just got some kind of berries on, green berries. You don't know what those are, do you?
The stick tights.
I don't know. Is that what they call them?
Are those the ones that stick to your socks?
No. These are just vines with just vines, crazy vines that grow like crazy, normally climbing up trees.
I don't know. It could be anything, Paul.
Anyway, just those things went from just being a slight nuisance, and all of a sudden I noticed it looked like Jumanji out there,
Yeah, all this rain is, everything gets a big dose of nitrogen, and nitrogen greens things up.
Yep, and of course with all the carbon dioxide we're producing, it goes crazy.
Well, I don't really have anything else for the net tonight. We'll see you on the next one, but thanks for doing the net, Paul. Appreciate it.
Yeah, very good. That was Jack, and he's in Donaldson. Kilo Go 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is west? Oh, hold on, Greg. I had John in there. Kilo Oscar 4 Tango Foxtrot Alpha. I think that's what it is.
Delta Foxtrot Alpha, but yeah, you got it, Paul. Just want to say, hey, sounds like like you guys are having fun.
Oh yeah, no, it's funny as I wrote it down and I went, no, that's not right. And I realized it was before you said Delta, I realized it was Delta. But thanks for the reminder. Everything going okay?
Excellent. Still wet. I'm kind of waiting for this to end. But so I'm sitting in the truck, kind of doing rocking my mobile rig because my girl's in the living room and I didn't want to make it fun.
Oh, I got you. You're very kind.
You know, that's what they say about me.
Well, if that's the only thing they said about me, I'd be worried.
You know what? I think they say worse things.
Oh, I guess I'd have no idea what they say behind my back.
I'm flying being captain of Olivia.
Captain of what?
Olivia.
Oh, okay. Actually, I learned after many years in sales and project management that you have to have thick skin in this world.
Yeah, I'm done playing games and doing stuff. I'm just gonna keep trucking and, stay.
I'm with you. Anyway, anything else for the net, John?
No, take care. Have a good night.
Very good. That's John. He's in Hermitage, Kilo Oscar 4 Delta, Foxtrot Alpha. Who else is with?
Katie Porky.
Ah, there you go. I didn't forget about you. You just doubled with John there. How you doing there, Greg?
No problem. Yeah, everything is very green and verdant. And now the tree vines are now they kicked in late, but they're fully green. So I got all that stuff and moisture and moist leaves now blocking my antenna. But yeah, and I don't think those vines are even indigenous.
They may not be. A lot of those things. I do remember? I forgot the name. It was a tree in Florida. It was a Brazilian something. I think that's what it was called. It looked like it was covered in this really crazy bark, like crepe. It was just really awful stuff. And I got so sick of it. I just chose. You're supposed to have a permit where I live, but I sawed it down anyway. I didn't care.
I guess what they get a permit, chop something down.
Over a certain size in some municipalities, they require a permit. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, they just don't want people willy-nilly just chopping down trees on a property, because I've seen people who do that, and it looks awful. They have a bunch of trees and bushes, and all of a sudden they're all gone. You go, wow, that was a bad idea.
Are you familiar with the beech tree? You know what a beech tree is?
Oh yeah.
We had one in my backyard when I was growing up, in a small backyard, and this thing took up half the backyard because bare roots is probably 15, 20 feet. The main trunk of it had been 10 feet diameter, and they're hollow like a Keebler tree as well, and pretty tall.
Oh wow.
Anyway, it was such of a big of a tree. The newspapers came out and did articles on it and whatnot. But it was dangerous because it was hundreds of years old, and big chunks of it, the size of minivans were coming down at night.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have a big maple out back that does the same thing. It drops some dead limbs like every week.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Well, as long as it's in the corner of my lot, so it doesn't really bother me. But no, it's interesting how I love trees. Actually, I did. In fact, I transplanted a maple sprout a couple of years ago. It's growing real right exactly where I wanted to plant it. It wasn't one of these random things, And it's doing fine. I love to have trees in the yard. It's just that the leaves I'll deal with the leaves.
Yeah, I left mine down this year just to let them. They all dissolved by the time spring came around.
Yeah, I've got. Oh gosh, I forget. I got two. Yeah, I got two maples in the front yard. I got two huge maples in the backyard, and then I got like 5 dogwood trees, and then the Japanese maple. It's just a whole bunch of trees I got on just this little property.
That's a lot of trees. That's amazing. I got a bunch of woods behind my house in my yard, but I don't know what they are. Right now, they're covered in vines.
Those vines are a pain. Anyway, anything else for the net, Greg?
No, see you on the next TV.
Very good. That's Greg and Antioch, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo with the tree blues, growing tree and vine blues. Who else is West?
Okay, C4 TDAQ.
Hello, Charles. Sorry that you're a little fuzzy tonight. How do I sound to you? Yo, Charles. How are you copying me?
Charles, are you copying Paul?
I think he blew a fuse.
Okay,
All right, we got him checked in anyway. I did copy him. Kilo Charlie 4, Tango November Quebec with a blown fuse or a power outage, or he passed out. I don't know. I hope not that last one. All right, when he gets back, hopefully he'll jump in there. Who else is west?
Hey, Paul, KC14, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can. What happened, Charles? Yo, Charles.
You relay me in, I'm mobile, and I can just barely hear you.
Oh, mobile. Okay, I got you. Now tell him somebody, I don't know where he is mobile, but he must be farther west. But I can hear you, Charles.
I got the local noise that's interfering, but anyway, keep me in, and I will just do an experiment, see if I can get you on my mobile there, over.
Yep, I got you in there, Charles.
Charles, if you copy me, KD4 TV, he has you checked in. Thanks, Greg. Yeah, appreciate it. I just couldn't tell if you can hear me or not there, over. Yeah, no problem. You sound pretty good, actually, to me, so you're must be not too far away. Roger, thanks, Greg. KC14 here.
Very good. Again, it was Charles. He's mobile tonight. That's why he had trouble. Kilo Charlie 4, Tango November Quebec. Who else is west? Or south? I heard the kilo, but I didn't catch the rest of it. Did anybody catch the rest of that call? I wonder if is that Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee? I can take it that's a yes. That would be Bill in Murfreesboro. Kilo Mike 4 November. Sorry, I can barely hear you tonight there, Bill. And I'm hoping it is Bill because I'm not really copying real good, but I think it is. And then anyway, that was Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee. And if you can hear me, I'm glad you're doing all right and appreciate you checking in. That was in Bill's in Murfreesboro. Who else is south?
Echo 4, yeah, Yankee Victor.
Hello, Larry. Are you able to copy Bill when he checks in?
Yeah, that was him, but he was a little bit on the weak side tonight.
Oh yeah, I could only tell because I'm used to hearing his voice, but I couldn't understand anything he said. So anyway, good to have you in there, Larry. You sound pretty good in spite of the conditions. You're just a little bit rough to me tonight. It's a little worse than normal, but you sound okay. Anything for the net?
No, man,
Very good. That's Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Who else is south? South or east?
KM4YRF.
KM4YRF. Have you checked in before?
I thought about it.
Apparently quite a bit. How you doing, Michael?
I'm doing good. A little tired. Today was my Friday for this week. I'm off tomorrow, and Friday gotta get some moving done.
Oh wow. Oh man, this bums me out, man. My ex-wife won't be available for you tomorrow or Friday.
Dang it! I was counting on her too.
Man, oh man, she's been working out too. It's awful.
Well, she might need some muscles, but she's gonna help me move.
Everything going? Did you do anything more with your antenna?
No, I got the 10-meter antenna up about 5 or 6 more feet, but it can go more. I just don't have enough muscles to do it.
Where's Rick?
Ashland City.
I was going to say he'd come over and it would be a net minus 10%.
You're right about that. I've got my son, if I can ever get him motivated enough to come out there and push up the push-up, and then I can tighten it up.
Is he moving them out, Juliet, as well?
Oh, yeah, he's been here.
Oh, I wasn't sure if he was living with you still or not.
Yeah, he took care of his mother during her last few weeks, and he'd been here for a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about the whole story. I try not to delve too deeply into people's lives.
Yeah, sometimes you hear more than you really want.
Yeah, well, I know I'll just say that I want to say the woes, but that's not really the right word to say that, dealing with my mother and my mother-in-law at the same time in a state of decline, and at least in the last few months. It just wasn't fun.
Yeah, it it wasn't fun for us at all. We got through it, and hopefully every day will be a little bit better.
I met a guy one time. He was apparently not in this area. He was the husband of a friend of mine I grew up with. I'll just say he was a licensed. He was a pastor. He had a job as I think it was a volunteer crisis intervention guy when people died. In other words, he'd show up at the crime scene, and he'd also at the accident scene if somebody died. He also would go to people's homes and talk to them about, he'd be the one explaining that somebody had passed away. And I go, yeah, that's be a rough job, man. He goes, no, I like it. I'm thinking, okay.
Yeah, that would not be my cup of tea.
Well, it's not a question. I can't imagine somebody saying they like it. They say, no, it's a service that I need to do and I want to do, and it's important, but not I like it.
Yeah, I kind of wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, I like to see the people respond to bad news. That sounds. I still remember. That's got to be, gosh, that's back in the early '90s. That was 30 years ago, man. I still remember that stupid comment.
Yeah, sometimes things like that they just don't leave you.
No, it was just a funny. I'm not holding it against them. I haven't seen them since then, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, anything else other than that, Michael?
That's all I've got, Paul. Thank you for doing what you do, and I'll see you on the next net.
All right, very good. That was Kilo Mike 4 Yankee or Romeo Foxtrot. Again, here in Mount Juliet, that's Michael. And of course, don't forget, he does the 10-meter net on Sunday nights at 7:30 p.m. on 28.415. And that's 28.415 on Simplex, FM, upper sideband, and then moves over to FM on 29.415, and then they move on to 223.415 FM. Anyway, who else is south or east? November 4, Echo Charlie. Is that what you said? Echo Charlie Whiskey?
We're up in the east end of Wilson County, almost to the County line, a little bit east of Watertown.
Oh, very good. You must be doing pretty well with your antenna because you got a pretty good signal.
We got a diamond X 510 up, but we got decent elevation. We're about 900 feet, about 250 feet above average terrain. So we're everybody here tonight. So I'm real excited. We just been here a few months. So.
Oh, very good. And is this Dennis that I'm looking here on the web?
Yes, this is Dennis in Maryland, K1ECW, listing also tonight.
Oh, very good. That's fantastic, Dennis. How'd you hear about the net?
I saw you guys put something up about a hurricane some time ago, and I saw the web page, and then I went over to the Simplex web page. I saved it, and I figured one of these nights I'd get on here. So tonight it's this one, and I'll start getting the other nets as they come up.
Ah, very good. Glad to have you in there, Dennis. Yeah, it's good to hear from a lot of people in Watertown. Some people, depending upon where you are in Watertown area, it's a low elevation, not a high one. And there's a couple of, I'll just call them, there's some areas between me and Watertown that are problematic in terms of high terrain. Like up and down 109 is kind of a ridge.
Watertown is about 600 feet above sea level. I'm almost 900 feet above sea level. I even have problems working the Watertown cell tower on my cell phone because I'm keeping about 150 feet above the cell tower, so that gets to be problematic. Listen, I'll let you catch somebody else. It's good to talk to you. Have a good evening. Enjoy the day.
Yeah, very good. I noticed on your thing here, you used to live in Land O'Lakes, huh?
Yeah, we had to move up here in November to hear from my brother and my father. Both passed away in late March and early April, and I'm in the old home place, setting up my station and living here for a while. So not getting too deep into it, but we grew up Watertown. We like Watertown. We just been gone for a long time.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I spent 35 years in Tampa, so I'm very familiar with Land O'Lakes.
Land O'Lakes is a perfect place to live in Tampa because there's no evacuation zone there, and even if you have to buy it's probably 2 or 3 by the time we get to Land O'Lakes. There had been a hurricane in Tampa, and
Very good. That was Dennis and Maryland. It's November 4 Echo Charlie Whiskey and Kilo 1 Echo Charlie Whiskey. Oh, that's what we had here, Dennis and Maryland. But I don't know. I think there's a second call in there, but there's two people from the residents there. There was Dennis and Maryland, November 4 Echo Charlie Whiskey. And he's in around Sparta Pike in Watertown. He's at a good elevation though, to about 900 feet. That's why I can hear him. Normally, Watertown's a tough nut to crack on a signal. Anyway, who else is? Where was I? East.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, Michael and Lebanon.
Hey, Michael, how are you? Haven't heard from you in a little bit.
I'm doing all right. I hope you're doing pretty well. I've got through some of the rain. We're still getting mist and rain over here this way, though.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Well, everybody, it's funny. We complain about the rain, but we can't live without it.
That's very true. I was going to check out my new antenna. I just got this Diamond X510 and thought I'd see how it sounded tonight. I just got it put up a day or so ago and routed all the cables. So I'd check with you and see how it sounded.
Oh, it sounds great. I'm telling you, for the money, I believe that's one of the for it that particular size from Diamond, and Comet has a comparable one. That's one of the best antennas in the market. For $200 or something.
Well, it's been a while since I've been able to hear you, so it definitely is improvement of what I had. And looking at the meter, it says like I look doing pretty good. I got it sitting on top of a 10-foot chain link fence top rail, so I've got it about 27 feet in the air total.
Oh yeah, you're doing great. You really are. I can't believe how good it is.
Well, I won't hold you. I know you got a lot going on tonight, but I just want to check it out. I know that's what you do. So I appreciate everything you do out there.
Yeah, very good. I appreciate you checking in tonight. I haven't heard from you in a little while, so that's great.
You have a good evening. I'll talk to you soon. 73 to you. W85 RIP. Standing by.
Very good. That's Michael. He's in Lebanon. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. Who else is East? Oh wow, Michael, are you still there? Can you copy him?
No, I can't read him at all.
No, he's really rough, and I was hoping you could hear him with your new antenna, because he's really rough to me. Again, that station that just called in, please come again. Oh man, I'm disappointed. I can't make out. I can hear you talking. It's just very, very rough. So it must be either they got really crazy conditions or you're in a bad spot. I don't know which. No one else is copying that station.
S3 was RCB maybe. I think it was Alpha Papa. Someone in Cottontown.
4MKD. That is Darcy. DARCY. He's in Cottontown.
What was Darcy's call?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's the name.
What was Darcy's call?
I can't get the full call. Just enough to know the person.
No, I heard somebody else. I think heard the call.
Yeah, hey, stand by just a moment. This is KO4MKD. Darcy, give me your call sign one more time. KC6 HWR.
Very good. Kilo Charlie 6 Hotel Whiskey Romeo. I believe that is correct. Darcy, appreciate you checking in. A little rough copy. I'm not sure if it's an antenna issue or it's just a location issue or what, but I appreciate you checking in. And that's in Cottontown. Kilo Charlie 6 Hotel. What did I just say? Whiskey Romeo?
That's QSL, Paul.
Very good. I almost caught that when he said it that time. Again, thanks for checking in, Darcy. I think you've checked in before, but this is terrible conditions tonight. I also don't have the same antenna up that I used to. I'm waiting on a new one to come in, so I'll be able to hear you next time better. Anyway, that's Darcy. He's in the Cottontown area, Kilo Charlie 6, Hotel Whiskey Romeo. Who else is north? North or anywhere, actually. Anybody anywhere, please come down.
Well, I was going to wait till the lollygaggers, but I kind of gave it away by helping with the relay KG4 CXC.
Oh, man. You always want to check in last. I know you.
Well, after they you started on north, I was like, well, I'm definitely going to wait for a bit, so I'll check in at the very last. But sometimes you get tired of waiting, so you just go ahead. I wanted to help out, so I was like, no, there's no reason to wait.
Yeah, it was interesting that you could hear him better.
Yeah, I found that interesting as well. I've heard a number of stations tonight. Yeah, and I was talking to my girlfriend about it. This antenna could do a lot better if it was higher, but it does a really good job still.
Can I give you? Is she within earshot?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, you got to learn a lesson that your girlfriend really doesn't give a damn about your antenna.
Yeah, I know that, but still, what's in the yard?
I mean, my wife will be, okay, yeah, what? Oh, yeah, okay, thanks. It's just, so I know she really doesn't care.
It's nod and smile, right?
Sometimes when she rolls her eyes, I know she doesn't care.
No, that's if you're talking about buying another one.
No, that just gets a stare, an evil stare.
Yeah. So far, I don't have a room for a bunch, so it's keeping me at bay.
Oh, you don't have much room for an antenna, you're saying?
Yeah, the backyard's pretty short. Honestly, the house kind of fits on properly inside of the lot. It's not a giant lot, so I could do something back there HF related, but it's really not worth it. It would just be a hassle to mow and do things like that. So another vertical would be my only option. I've considered that for 10.
I got a kick when I moved here to Tennessee, and a lot of the homes here on average, if they're not new, when I say new, if they're not 10 or 15 years built within the last 10 or 15, maybe even 20 years, the lots are generally large, except in some housing development. They're generally large, but as time moves on, in an area like this, the lots get smaller and the houses get bigger.
Yeah, pretty much, and then they're just kind of butting up to each other.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's just the nature of the thing, because land property prices skyrocket because of it. I was just telling, I got a kick out of it. I was telling Wes the other day, KE4 TWI, I just for fun, I was looking up a long story made short, I was looking up a house in Upper East Side of Manhattan, but not a house, it's a condo. The cheapest anything, Upper East Side of Manhattan. If you've ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. The cheapest was almost $400,000, and it was less than 600 square feet. The bedroom and the living room are all one thing, and it has a little kitchen. Even that dining room is wherever you stick it in the bedroom, living room. It has a toilet, and it's on the 9th floor, and the homeowners association fee is $1,099 a month.
Wow, so you basically have to be some executive who wants to walk to the office. That's the only person that could live there.
Well, again, I think there's only two types of people who live in New York City. They love living there. They don't care what kind of condition. They don't care if they have a big house on a big lot, or they just have to live there.
Yeah, I think some people are drawn to it. I'm definitely not drawn to living that in the population density there is just too much.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's an interesting comparison, because if you go from here to New York City, you go, what the heck? What the heck is all these people doing? It's just amazing to me how many people live in such a small area.
Yeah, when I came back to Nashville, things felt small and spread out. Like it was just a whole different feeling. It was like, after you've been there for a while, that's kind of, you get used to that feeling. I wasn't prepared for that, honestly. It's a wild place, but yeah, I much prefer more rural locations.
Well, yeah, especially now, but even depends on what you do for a living. I mean, one of the bad parts of being rural is, for instance, in New York City, there's people that live 2 hours drive from work every day.
Yeah, that's not for me.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's a price to pay. Anyway, I wouldn't want to live in a place like that. I don't want to live in Nashville either, for that matter. Anyway, anything else on that, Chris?
Yeah, that's all I've got, Paul. 73.
I appreciate the help on that Cotton Town station. That's Kilo Go Forward Charlie X-Ray Echo. Anybody else? Any place? Anywhere?
You want to come back for Index 3
Yeah, how you doing, Alex? That's India Romeo Oscar. Do I have that correct?
You want to come back for India X-Ray Oscar.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I should remember that call, India X-Ray Oscar. It's a nice call. How goes it, Alex?
It's going pretty much all right today. Pretty much planning for my upcoming week trip to Florida with the family.
Oh, really? Whereabouts in Florida?
We're going to around Panama City, some kind of beaches there.
Oh, yeah, beautiful beaches in Panama City.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We have been a couple of times there and driving around.
Yeah, it's very touristy there, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
No, that's kind of nice. It's a nice break. I enjoy the coast like that, but you get tired of it after a little while.
That's right.
Very good. Anything else for the net, Alex?
No, thank you very much. Just checking in today.
Very good. That's Alex. He's here in North Mont Juliet, Kilo, Quebec 4, India, X-ray, Oscar. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere? All right, then we're going for the lollygaggers, lurkers, sandbaggers. I had some other list in here too, but we'll just going for lollygaggers, lurkers, and sandbaggers tonight.
There was a Roger in there trying to check in.
We got a Roger checking in. I'm not copying a thing there. You copying anything there, Wes?
KQ4HQV, Dixon Springs. You not hearing?
No, I'm not hearing it at all. KQ4, what was it?
The KQ4 station, try it again. KQ4HQV. He almost sounds off frequency. But he's real weak.
He is off frequency. He is above.
KQ4HQV, try 146.415 to get a better check in. KQ4TW. Try 146.145. 146.415 is our frequency. He says we're coming over of the Lafayette repeater. Huh. I don't know. KE4TW.
Well, somebody must be doing that, you know, on a what do you call it? Somebody's doing a crossband, I think. We definitely are not on a repeater frequency.
I'm just relaying what he said. I don't know if anybody else heard him. Y'all chime in. KE4TWI.
Well, Angelo, that's it. Looks like if it's Kilo Quebec 4 Hotel Quebec Victor, that would be Angelo, and he supposedly is in Clarksville.
Well, he was on 420 KB9.
Well, I'd go over to 420, but since I'm net control, I don't want to do that.
No, he just came to the frequency call. You just didn't hear him.
Okay, Angelo, say again, please. Yeah, I'm copying you. Pretty bad copy, Angelo, but I got you in there. Appreciate you being there. Kilo Quebec 4 Hotel Quebec Victor. Are you mobile or are you stationary? Yeah, no, I got no copy. I have the squelch open all the way, so there's got a lot of noise in there. Anybody, appreciate you being there, Angelo. Anybody else, please come in. I don't know why we'd be on the Lafayette repeater. That's kind of odd. I hope it's not, unless somebody's doing something. Anyway, that's Angelo, Kilo Quebec 4 Hotel Quebec Victor, and it's listed as a Clarksville address, but I'm not sure that's correct unless I talk to him. His name is Angelo. Anybody else? Lurkers, lollygaggers, and sandbaggers.
His call is HQZ, Hotel Quebec Zulu. It's QRZ,
Okay, very good. It's not V, it's Z. Gotcha. Hotel Quebec Zulu. Let me look that up real quick. Okay, that's Roger in Dixon Springs. Very good, not Angelo. Very good. Roger. That was the number you said. It was a Roger when he checked in. Anyway, Kilo Quebec 4 Hotel Quebec Zulu in Dixon Springs. I'm pretty sure he's coming in on this. If you Wes, you're hearing them on the simplex frequency, right?
Yeah, I didn't know there was a repeater in Lafayette, but that it could be crossband. I don't know. I'm going to look it up.
All right, very good. I just wondered if I was pretty sure you were listening on the same frequency I am, so I don't know how it could be on a repeater. Anyway, anybody, any place, anywhere, please come in. All right, very good. We don't hear any more. We're going to go over to, unless I hear somebody complaining, we're going over 28.415 upper sideband. Anybody else checking in? All righty. That's where we're going. Just give me a second to switch over there, and I'll be right there. K4P then. Frequency in use. Very good. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey, the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net here on 28.415 upper sideband. Looking for check-ins from the north. Please come down.
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo.
Yeah, very good. That's Frank in northwest Mount Juliet. Who else is north? Nobody else north or west? Very good. Got Greg in there. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. How are you copying my 10 meters tonight there, Greg? Yeah, okay. Now you're still a little weak copy to me, so I'm not sure what the whole issue is there. But that was Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, and he's in Antioch. Who else is west?
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson.
Very good, Jack. How do you copy Greg when he's on you?
Greg sounds fine. You're sounding, and you're 5'9".
Oh yeah, yours decent. I'm just saying he's always been weak to me, and it's kind of a mystery to me because I know he's not weak to everybody else. Anyway, there was Jack, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor and Donaldson. Who else is west or south? West or south? Is there somebody I'm not hearing? All right, east, please come in.
KM4, Y or F.
Yeah, well, you're too loud, man. Can't stand it.
Yeah, no, I was just watching the bars fly over whenever you hit the PTT.
Yeah, that's right. Again, anyway, it's Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. He's here in Mount Juliet, just a couple miles from me, so it's not surprising I can hear him very well, and vice versa. Our antennas get along very well. Who else is, where was it? East? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it does sound better.
Way better.
Very good. Yeah, it's much improved. I would say by at least 50%.
Yeah, it's way better to me too.
All righty. Anyway, that was Greg again on a little radio check on a radio move. Different radio, same frequency. Who else is any place, anywhere? North or anywhere? North, south, east, or west, or anywhere? It's a pretty slow night for 10 meters to have only 5 of us in here. Nobody anywhere? Please come down. I'm not going to beg. I won't grovel. All right, very good. A big very low number. 5. By the way, we had 22 on Simplex on FM, and we had 5 here on 28.415 upper sideband. And appreciate everybody who checks in. I'm going to move over to 223.415. So everyone else have a great night. Think about getting on getting on 220 band. It's kind of fun, kind of more private because very few people have 220. Anyway, looking forward to another good night. K4PW 73 again. We're finishing up right here, K4PW. Yes, sir.